Welcome to my Sitecore Diaries, your ultimate guide to digital experience excellence, your go-to channel for all the questions in .NET and Sitecore. I'm your host Jitendra Ghanekar. I'm in Sitecore Technology MVP 2024. I have given all my social media accounts handles on the screen. You can follow me on those. So this is the continuation of the video series website creation demo. So we will be starting the creation of a components in this series. So we will be creating the actual code. Actually, we have already created the component. Now we are going to write the dynamic code where the content will come from the Sitecore. Okay, so we are going to convert all the hard-coded data into the hard-coded code into the dynamic code. So before starting, let me request you, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and click on a bell icon to get a latest update. And if you like this video, do share it with your friends and colleagues who want to understand how to create a website in Sitecore. You can share the complete playlist with them. Okay, so let's start where we left in last video. Before starting this video, I will recommend to watch our previous video because this is a continuation of all other videos. Okay, so you may not get the context directly when you watch this video, so I will recommend to watch the previous videos. I have given the link in the description and also on top I button. So now we will work on a menu controller. So basically a menu component, and menu component is your controller rendering, and we have a menu controller here of that component. So first thing which we need to change is this. Okay, so instead of controller we should have a Sitecore MVC controller. Okay, so sitecore.mvc.controllers.sitecore controller, we need to change the controller to this so that we can have a Sitecore functionalities. This menu controller we can use it. Next thing, let's remove this index method which we will not need it here. Okay, now how does menu controller will work? So what we are going to do is your menu controller will pick the data from this menu folder. Okay, so we have to provide a data source. Now data source can be provided at different levels. We can have it menu controller at the page level as well as at the item level and the standard values level. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's set the menu controllers on the standard values. Okay, so because it's a common one, that's why I'm setting up at the standard value level. Edit, so browse, and I'm picking the menu here. Okay, 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 save. Let's check out here. So my Sitecore Diaries, this is your page. Okay, so let's see whether the change which we have applied is came here. So edit, control, menu, edit, see it is come. Okay, first of all publish this. So I am publishing with related items. Okay, now we will come to the Visual Studio. So the items are published. Now menu, what we are saying is the menu should have get the data from the data source. Okay, the first thing which you should be doing it to get a data source item. Okay, we are getting the context item here from the data for which the data source. Okay, so we are getting the data source of the main item and we are passing this to view. So data source will have all the values which will be used for this displaying the menu. Okay, so what is our data source item here? So our data source item is a menu. So its menus children have contains the all the menu items. Okay, so we have to write a logic on our front end where we will be displaying all the items which is added inside the menu, all the children's of a menu. Okay, so let's see how we can do it. Okay, I have opened the menu HTML. Now let's do one thing. Let's keep this code as a for a reference. I'm just commenting it. The first thing which we have done in the logos HTML, let's do that thing. That is to add these two namespaces. Now let's do one thing. What we are doing is we are passing the menu item, right? So menu item is our model. So let's find out the child item of it. Just copying my reference code here. So what we are doing is this is how you will write a code in this HTML, right? So where child item, where we are trying to get the children's of a model. So if you remember in the logo, we have used this context item. Okay, here we are trying to use the model. Let's see how it works. Okay, so we are passing the item. Okay, so we want to get the child item. So the model is this and you are trying to get the child item. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's try to deploy this code and debug it. Okay, just I will let you know how to debug this code. Okay, so that also I want to cover it. So let's see how we can debug this. Okay, so first of all, let's build it and then deploy the code, and then I will tell you how you will debug this. Great, successful. Let me deploy the code and come back to you. Okay, just deploying this. How to debug it? Okay, I'm just refreshing the page. Okay, we have refreshed the page. Now let's see how we can debug this in the Visual Studio. First of all, you cannot directly debug within the Visual Studio. You have to attach the process. Okay, so you if you are aware how to use the how to debug the .NET website from the IIS, then it will be easy to understand you for the Sitecore also. Sitecore is also nothing but your .NET website posted on the IIS servers, right? Sitecore MVC. So it is the same thing. So first thing is what we have to do is debug, attach to process. You have to find out the W3WP process here. If you are not able to see here, click on the show process from all users. Okay, and then W3WP. So this is our identity server and this is Xconnect, and this is the one our process. Okay, so I'm just attaching it. Okay, it is attached. Now I want to debug the menu controller, so I have to just put the debugger here. Okay, and then go back here and see debugger has come. Now you can step in and see what are the data you are getting. See, data source you are getting as a menu, your data source item. Okay, and then you are passing it here. Now let's put the debugger here also. Okay, now I'm just, okay, it has come here. Let me do alt control I, that is the immediate window, and we will see what is the value of this. It is saying a 2 item. If you remember, menu also has a 2 item. So this is how you can debug it. So for debugging, you have to attach your IIS process, W3WP process in your Visual Studio, and then you can debug it normally the way you debug the normal .NET application. Okay, so let's proceed now. How to use this now, child items. So you are getting the list here of all the children's. Okay, and then you have to see these are the children's which you want to replace. So for this I have to put the for each loop, right? Is your child item. Okay, now there are two ways you can do this thing. You can use the Sitecore HTML helpers also, or you can get the fields from here. Okay, and that fields you can directly displayed here. Okay, now this child item, and we are trying to find out the item. Okay, so see here you have a home item. Home doesn't have anything, so it is, that's the reason it is blank. Okay, let's see you do, yeah, you have a data here. Okay, so let's try to do one thing. First of all, for the demo purpose, we will just try to render the field. How it works, that we will see. So if you remember how we have rendered it, this is how we render it, right? So I'm just copying it. I'm using the Sitecore helpers. Okay, I don't want this thing, so I just removing it. Okay, now what is the name of the field which we want to render? We want to render the link. So I just pick here link. Okay, and what is your, from where it should pick? From this item. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, just, okay, it has render only home. Let me see. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's try to find out the fields which we are getting, and then we will try to fix it with the field. Okay, so this is the first approach where we are using the Sitecore HTML helpers. Okay, now another approach is just to edit the what the HTML you are having. So we will get the values from the field to get the href value and the text value. Okay, let's check the items here, what we are doing it. Okay, we have a home. Okay, which link is blank, and YouTube you have a external link. If you go back to the code, what we are doing is we are rendering the link field. Okay, so we are just rendering the link field. So home is blank, so it will definitely not going to render it, because we just rendering this, we are not taking consideration the title. Okay, so we cannot directly use like this. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. First thing is, we will not be using these helpers. Okay, what will do is we will try to get a details of a link field in a variable. Okay, the two things which we will require, one is the href and another one is the target. Okay, where we will open it. Okay, so first thing is how to read the link field. Okay, so first thing which we will be doing is to get the link field value. Okay, so this is the link. Okay, what we are doing is item field dot link is a field name. Okay, and this is, we are doing a casting. Okay, so this field is a type of a link field, so that's the reason we are casting it with a link field. So link field will have all the value which is holding in the link field. Now from this we need a two things. Okay, first is we need the menu. Now what we are doing in for the menu, link field dot get friendly URL. That will give you the friendly URL of your page. Okay, and we are checking if it is null. If it is null, like in the home page it is a null, so what we want there is a hash, so we will put the hash there, and otherwise get the URL. The another thing which we will need is the target. Okay, so for target, link field dot target will give you the YouTube URL. Okay, this is how you will get the link values. Okay, now what we will do is we will get the title also. So title is a normal, so let's do it one thing. Title we can directly render here. Okay, so let's use this thing, control C. What we want is a href. Okay, so let's put the href here, @ link field. Okay, sorry, menu URL, and then we will need a target. So first of all, this is in the mission. Okay, then we have a target. Target is @ YouTube target URL. Okay, I think YouTube target is not a right name, so let's name it as a menu target URL. Okay, now YouTube, this is coming from the title. Okay, so we can directly use the title field. Okay, so I'm just copying this and putting it here. I am removing this part. Okay, my field is title, and it should come from the item field. Okay, so this is what we are going to render. Okay, so let's try to deploy this and see how it works. Okay, so we have a home. Let's inspect it, how it looks. We have a home, there is no target here, so home, and then we have a target underscore blank. I think this is wrong. Okay, no, this is correct, but we need something here also. href. Okay, so if I click on it, it is opening. Okay, so just one small thing which we will be needing is here. Okay, here also we will do the same thing. If it is empty, then see what to show, and otherwise see. Let's put self, deploy this. Okay, done. So our welcome the both the uh, items, both the menu items are added and it is visible. Okay, so let's try to add the another item, third item, and let's see how it gets rendered. So okay, so another thing which I will show you, let's duplicate this. Okay, I'm just duplicating it, so it will create a duplicate, and let's name it as a demo video. Okay, let's push it to the end, last. Okay, and now we'll change the external URL here. I will just say, let me pick something. Let me pick this URL. Okay, and we will make it as a demo video. Insert. Okay, so now I'm publishing it. Okay, let's refresh the page. YouTube, why YouTube has come here? So we have not changed the title. Okay, so I'm just changing the title now. Refreshing it. See, demo video has come, and if I click on it, it will open a new video. Okay, so this is done. So what we have completed till now is logo component and the menu component. Okay, and the other two component we will do it next. So let me repeat what we have done for the menu HTML. Menu HTML is your controller rendering. So first of all, we have modified the controller here. We have inherited the Sitecore controller. Okay, then the menu controller, the data is not coming from the context item, but it is coming from the data source item. So we have taken the data source, we pass it to the data source here. Okay, and then in the menu we have not used the here directly the Sitecore helpers, but what we are done is, we, as menu is our folder, is our data source, we try to get the child items of it. So we have got the child items by using the get children method. Then we have for loop, we have done the for loop, and then we have tried to find out the URLs required for the anchor tag and the target, and we have used a title to display the text. Okay, and we rendered it, so it works. So this is how you will build the controller rendering. So now we will see next the other two components. We will continue on this topic in the next video also. Where we have left today, we will start from there in the next video. So it is to be continued. I will request you, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and click on a bell icon to get a latest update, so that next time I will upload the next video of the continuation of this series, you will get the notification for that. Alright, thank you. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please click on the like button and do share this with your friends and colleagues. We will meet in next video. Thank you.